Plants vs. Zombies is in the news today, which is quite surprising, honestly, and it turns out there's actually going to be a remastered version of the original Plants vs. Zombies. And honestly, I'm very excited. I really loved the original Plants vs. Zombies. I still play it. I think I played it as recently as only like a year or two ago, and I played the full like campaign thing again. And that stuff has always been really good. I also played like the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare when they first released it on Xbox, if I remember correctly. I think it was on the 360. And I did enjoy that, though it was definitely not what, like, it was interesting, but not exactly what I necessarily wanted from Plants vs. Zombies, but it was still fun. And it was kind of, I didn't really like continue playing it. I played it once a couple times, and while I was enjoying the multiplayerness of it, it just, I don't know, I just didn't stick with it. And I didn't really play the mobile games, I'll be real honest. I was not into the mobile games. But we're going to be on PC Gamer today. This is by Andy Chalk. Thank you for the article. It'll be linked down in the description if you'd like to check it out for yourself. The title goes, Zombies are on the lawn again. Plants vs. Zombies is coming back with a replanted remastered featuring the original campaign plus new game modes, co-op and PvP support, and more. I've been waiting so long for this. It is true. It has kind of been a long time since they basically went back to the original Plants vs. Zombies, because the newer games, honestly, were just kind of bad. Like, the mobile games were just pay-to-win garbage. The card game was basically Hearthstone but Plants vs. Zombies and didn't really work. And the newest game, Plants vs. Zombies 3, changed the art style, which was like, is like the worst thing you can do for this type of game. So I'm glad they're realizing what people want is just Plants vs. Zombies slightly modernized, which is great because the old one it's not hard to play, but it definitely has a weird aspect ratio on modern things because it was released in like 2009 or something like that, if I remember correctly. So there is an official announcement trailer on YouTube. I would encourage you to go watch it yourself because I can't play the audio here because I'm scared because it is still EA, so I'm not going to be playing the audio here. But just before we get into the article, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. 95% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to support me directly, you can join the Patreon, which is also linked in the description if you'd like to join the credits for any of these videos. It took 16 years, but Plants vs. Zombies is finally coming back. Unveiled during today's Nintendo Direct showcase, but yes, it's coming to PC later. Let's be clear about that straight away. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is a full remaster of the original game with new levels, fresh twists, and 15 years of never before seen franchise history. And honestly, it's really cool to see this game coming back because honestly, while I did enjoy the Garden Warfare series, honestly, the tower defense game didn't really have very good success after the first one. Because they tried to go mobile with it, they tried to make it a free-to-play game and stuff like that. They did EA things where they tried to monetize it really hard, and it just didn't work. And the Garden Warfare series worked a little bit better with that because it was a shooter, so like they could kind of go that route. But honestly, if you did it nowadays, I think it would work better. But especially if they did like the PvE wave-based defense stuff that they did in like, I think it was Garden Warfare 2, if I remember correctly, but I didn't pay too much attention to it, honestly. It's hard to overstate how big Plants vs. Zombies was following its debut in 2009, and a big part of that was its universal appeal. At first glance, it looks like a silly, casual diversion from your early 2000s mom might play. It's true. It's true. But underneath the cherry cartoonish of it lay a pretty damn good strategy game. Yeah, that was the biggest thing. There was a very deep amount of strategy if you wanted to. You could play the game super casually and just, play the game. But if you wanted to, you could go very strategically deep with it. If you weren't properly upgrading and deploying your pea shooters, walnuts, and sunflowers and squash, you were going to have a very bad time. It was a massive success, quickly surpassing Bejeweled and Peggle as PopCap's fastest selling game ever, leading to the console and mobile ports, merchandise of all sorts. I have at least 4 different physical editions of PvZ, and even a World of Warcraft crossover. I don't actually remember that. That's insane. It was also undoubtedly a big driver of EA's decision to acquire the studio for $750 million in 2011. And that's when it started going really bad. But it hasn't gone especially well since then. EA decided to make Plants vs. Zombies 2 a free-to-play mobile game, because of course it did. Then came Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, a third-person shooter, and Plants vs. Zombies Heroes, a digital card game, also mobile only. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville dropped in 2019, another shooter. I don't even remember this game. I mean, I guess it says something where I don't even remember this game coming out. I thought it was Garden Warfare 2 that came out, but I guess it wasn't. Maybe they didn't make Garden Warfare 2. And this Plants vs Zombies Heroes, it was just Hearthstone basically, and it wasn't, honestly, I don't remember it being very good, but it's been a very long time. I did enjoy Garden Warfare though. I did enjoy that. The original Plants vs. Zombies, technically Game of the Year edition, but close enough, remains available on Steam and Epic. It's true, that's the one I played. And at least there be any doubt about how beloved it really is. It's rocking an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam with more than 130,000 user reviews. It still runs quite well, but also pretty long. It's also pretty long in the tooth at this point, with a 4:3 aspect ratio and no adjustable visual options. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's still 4:3, so it's still a little awkward to play. But other than that, it's still fine. I mean, the game was made in 2009, and so, like, obviously it's not, like, going to be a powerhouse in terms of graphics, but some older games hitting play isn't guaranteed to launch the game. But for Plants vs Zombies, the Game of the Year edition, it was perfect in terms of actually playing it. So yeah, this is long overdue. Plants vs Zombies Replanted will offer upscaled HD graphics with an unspecified range of new visual options, which is definitely a plus. But far more notable is an additional of new modes. Along with the original PvZ gameplay, Replanted will feature local co-op play in a PvP, a new permadeath rest in peace hardcore mode, a cloudy day mode with limited sunlight, and updated minigames. Honestly, cool local local co-op, cool. PvP, I don't even know what that means in this game. And a new permadeath rest in peace hardcore mode. I can't wait to see the speedrunning community for Plants vs. Zombies to grab on this mode, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it very well, but the really good players, the players that have really played this game nonstop and know the ins and outs, I'm curious what they're going to take on this. The cloudy day mode is cool, and updated minigames would be nice. I wonder if they're going to add more minigames. So these are some official screenshots. So this is the main menu, looking good. This is the co-op mode, and it looks like it's just, yeah, okay, you both have 4 plants each. Oh, you have individual sun. Interesting. You have individual sun, because this is 175 250. So you have to rationalize who picks up the sun pickups. Interesting. This is just, this is a tutorial level. What level is this? Co-op day. Okay, it's just a separate thing. This is the bowling mini game. It's interesting that the bushes are much bigger. That's probably because of the new aspect ratio. And this is a night map. Interesting. All told, it sounds like a pretty major upgrade, and given how long it's been since we've had a proper Plants vs Zombies game on PC, you better believe I'm excited for it. Yeah, same, honestly. Plants vs Zombies Replanted is set to launch October 23 and will be available for PC on Steam and epicgamestore. Yeah, it's also coming really soon. It's only a couple months away, because it's August right now as we're recording. It's only 2 months away. So that's pretty exciting, honestly. Things I'm interested to see in this game is if they release this game and then they make new DLC for Replanted. Because one of the things that I think would be really cool, and I wonder if the new permadeath mode is going to be this as well, is like a roguelike version of Plants vs Zombies, where you're picking upgrades for your plants and you can only have a certain amount of cards. Because I mean, it's literally a card-based system. Like when you look at it, like it's cards. So I think it'd be really cool to have like a roguelike version of this. Is like, how long can you last with the bosses and stuff like that. And I'm interested to see if they ever go that route, because it's EA, so this game seems to be like a buy once game, but it'd be cool if they made a DLC, or I mean, it could be free, but I don't think it would be reasonable to say a free new mode, because they already adding so much stuff. But like, because a new roguelike mode would be a lot of extra content, and I get that, it'd probably be better as DLC. Or if this is just like a thing for them starting more games in the series, because I think this series has potential for other things, but like they just went in all in the wrong ways. Like, I'm not saying a mobile version of this game doesn't work, but I think 1, they went too early on it, and 2, it was just free to play nonsense. And these types of games, they're really PC centric. And I mean, honestly, nowadays with consoles as well, like this game on the Switch, I think is going to be really interesting to see, because I think the Switch audience will really love this. And just the console audience in general, I think they'd really love this, especially for parents who remember this game. And this is a very kid-friendly game as well, because I mean, like, sure, there's zombies, but like, it's not a horror game in any means. So it'd be interesting to see if they release it on console as well. I mean, we know there's a Switch version, so it'll be interesting to see if they are on Xbox and PlayStation. So it'll be interesting to see, and I'm excited for this game because I really enjoyed the first game, and even though I did enjoy Garden Warfare, all the other stuff really wasn't for me, and it'll be nice to play this game again. really hope this game is not going to be the $70 to $80, because even though I love this game, I don't think it's a full price game, especially for other people looking at this type of game. Like, half price is probably the best. I would say 40 to 50 US is probably the best way to go for this. I really hope it's not full price. I think that they'd be really screwing themselves if they try to charge full price for this game, especially a remastered version of it, because the original game is like less than $10 if I remember correctly. So I really hope that this game is not full price. Other than that, slight worry, I think this is a great idea. So hopefully it comes out, and when it does come out, hopefully I'll be playing it. So thank you everyone for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button. 95% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to support directly, please go over to my Patreon and join all these amazing Patreon supporters in these credits. Also, if you'd like to like the video or dislike the video, I completely understand. If you'd like to follow me on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.